Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at alpha equations, radiation and beta equations. So, if you remember, alpha radiation consists of 2 protons and 2 neutrons. It has a mass of 4, it's highly ionizing, it's stopped by air, it has a charge of +2 and is slightly deflected by a magnetic field. So if we actually go and look at the equation for it, now that works. So an alpha particle consists of 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So it's got the same nucleus as a helium atom. So when an atom's nucleus decays, it releases an alpha particle and it loses 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So the number of protons has changed by 2 and the number of neutrons has changed by 2, so a new element has formed. So if we just look at this equation, if we've got uranium and it decreases by 2 protons, that gives it 90 protons, which would mean that if you go and look at the periodic table, the atom or the element that has 90 protons is thorium. So if we're looking at writing the equation for when bismuth decays, it would look something like that. For plutonium, it would look something like that. So plutonium is going down from a proton number of 84 to 82. And for radon, it would go down from 86 to 84, which means that radon would turn into plutonium. Beta radiation is made of high-energy electrons. These electrons are emitted from the nucleus of an atom. When beta radiation is emitted, a neutron turns into a proton. So, like we just said, it's made from a high-energy electron. It has a mass of 0, it is ionizing, it's stopped by a few centimeters of aluminium, it has a charge of -1, and it is highly deflected by a magnetic field. So, a beta particle consists of a high energy electron, like we just said, that is emitted from the nucleus. So when an atom's nucleus decays and releases a beta particle, a neutron turns into a proton. So the total mass number stays the same, but the proton number goes up by 1 each time, which means that a new element is formed. So if we just have a look at a few examples, phosphorus would turn into sulfur because it would go from having 15 protons to 16 protons. Nickel would turn into copper because it would go from having 28 protons to 29 protons. And lead would turn into bismuth because it would go from having 82 protons to 83 protons. If we remember, gamma radiation is a short wavelength and is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. It has a mass of 0, it isn't ionizing, it's stopped by thick lead and thick concrete, and it has no charge and is not deflected by a magnetic field. So when an atom's nucleus decays and emits gamma radiation, it releases energy in the form of an electromagnetic wave. So there is no change to the nucleus and so no new element is formed. Gamma rays are usually emitted with alpha or beta particles. So for example, cobalt-60 decays releasing a beta particle. The nickel formed is still not stable, so emits that extra bit of energy as gamma radiation.
Thanks for watching.